President Biden diagnosed with prostate cancer.
That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer, and why can't for the longest time. Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
There's a human element to it, right? You don't want to see anybody suffer from cancer, regardless of how much you disagree with them politically. At the same time, my first thought, and I'm curious, Andrew, what yours was, there's no way this is brand new. There's no way. They've been hiding his mental acuity problems for the longest time. There's no way that the sitting president of the United States didn't have this.
I can say with a large degree of confidence that that was not a slip, that was not a gaffe. That's one hell of a gaffe. You go out and say, I've got cancer, right? Like, and you don't even correct it. That's not a gaffe. We all knew it. Here's the thing. You can be empathetic for him and his family, as everybody is, right? Like, we actually have hearts, but this is not sudden. Like, this has been going on. We've watched it with our own eyes. None of us need a medical degree to tell you that he's been falling apart. And now we can connect the dots knowing that he went out there and said that. It's a sad situation, but it's also a sad situation for the credibility or the lack thereof of the entire machine that was propping him up and telling everybody that he was fine.
So yes, I feel bad for anybody. I pray. I'm a Christian. I pray for everybody, all that good stuff. But this guy's an evil man, and his whole family is very evil. They lied to the American people for many years. Let's not forget the past. We want to be kind. They released this at the right time for the book, for money, because, they want this guy to leave on a good note. This guy was the worst president this country has ever had. Probably the worst president the world has ever had. And we have to speak the truth. Do I feel bad for anybody having cancer? Of course I do. Yes, all that good stuff. But this guy wanted our president to be killed. This president did a lot of bad stuff for not only our country, but the rest of the world. Remember the last time he was on the beach? There's a guy with cancer, right? On the beach getting tan. Then he has the best medical team anybody on this planet could ever have. They told us he was fine for years. They told us he was perfect. His health is great, when they knew exactly what's going on. And they do checks on these presidents. They do it. They have to. They're White House. They're not like me and you going, hey, let me make an appointment with my doctor. They're checking. They have the top of the line that we pay for.